Hello Taurus, welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going from the 12th through to the 18th of June. Welcome to the reading. I hope you have a lovely reading. You have your solstice readings coming out next week as well, which is going to be a reading for the next sort of 3 months. Let's just see what's going on your overall energy. You get the full start of a journey. It's the first card in the major arcana. And it's like a leap of faith in a way. It's like believing in yourself, believing in your journey. And I think you have this belief in your journey. Seeing what's been going on in your cards over the past sort of month, 2 months really, you've developed this self-consciousness or this self-confidence within you that is almost infectious really. And this fool here that's going, he has this little dog here, that's white little dog here, and it's like this faithful friend of energy basically. The sun is white in this card as well, and it's sort of shining on you, sort of saying, energy has got your back, as it were. So it's a pathway of discovery at the moment. Let's just see what's going on in your relationships. On the karmic path, you get the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, maybe it's learning about these healthy boundaries. I think it's, what I'm getting here is not necessarily the healthy boundaries that are within you. It's almost as like you're learning about the healthy boundaries that are in other people. That could well be it. This whole sensation of realizing where people are putting blockages in the pathway that's causing you, might be causing you like, it's a little bit like the Nine of Swords as well. You know, it's like it seems to be a repeating thing going on, and it's I think it's a case of here is you've got to make sure you're in a good place, and when you look after yourself, when you make sure you're okay, then everybody else can be okay. But as you go into relationships, or as you interact with relationships that are around you, you may well find that people are putting up barriers around you. Are they being dishonest? I don't think so. I think you might be dealing with someone who has got like maybe sort of it's just sort of issues, let's put it that way, within their life. On the universe, the influence, you get the Three of Swords. It's a painful situation that keeps repeating itself. That's what I'm getting within certain relationships that are around you. And I think it's a case where, because you've got the Fool card there, it's trying to sort of say to you, go off on that journey, take that leap of faith, break the routine basically in order to get out of this sort of scenario. Your guides are helping you out, there's no doubt about it. Yes, these healthy boundaries from the Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands, could be your own healthy boundaries that you have set up over time, and your guides here are trying to help you and put you in a position where they're, from your past, they're bringing you to a new place, bringing you to calmer waters, and your guides have set this up already in the path, and I would continue on your journey basically. I don't think it seems to be coming from you, Taurus. It seems to be coming from outside of you more than anything else. And people, may not have your best interests at heart, basically. Some people around you may not have your best interests at heart. Look at that. You get the King of Pentacles, your card. This is where you're heading on to. I think there's things you just got to leave behind that might have been difficult, painful, and sometimes it's a relationship that's, I don't think it's necessarily one-to-one, so I don't think it's your partner in a way. It could be relationships with people that are around you. It could be friends, sort of family, or relationships in a way with life. And, you should be leading yourself on. You have this confidence within you. And I think this is the calmer waters that you're going towards. And it's coming from you. And I would be confident about your path, as tricky as it may seem at the moment in regards to your relationships that are around you. On your financial side, your karmic message, you get the 9 of Pentacles. This is probably the side that you're concentrating on a lot more, on your financial rather than on your relationship side. And this could well be the effects that you're finding because you are concentrating on your financial side. On your karmic message here, you get the 9 of Pentacles. Now, the 9 of Pentacles, the fruits are ready. As I say, over the last sort of 2 or 3 months, you've really engaged with life, and that's what it seems like. And now you're in a position where you're connecting to everything that is around you, and you're realizing that the fruits of your labor are now coming to fruition. And within your karmic path, it's a case of taking them within you. You get the world from the universe. The universe here is sort of saying it's the beginning and the ending of something. It's the next stage up. It's the like going up a staircase up to a sort of like a hallway or a landing, as it were. Each stage you're going through, and this is like the universe is encouraging you this. And with the 9 of Pentacles, you have those fruits, as I say, that are now readily available. The question is what are you going to do with them, Taurus? What are you going to do with them? And you get the Knight of Pentacles. I think you've got to start making your money work for you, or even your job work for you. So if you're on a career path, it's if you've put in the time and effort and you've invested in your career path, it should be now sort of giving you the returns, and that's what you should be looking into. And as you get the returns from it, it's how you reinvest it. And the universe and your guides here, because this comes from your guides, the guides here are sort of saying the possibilities that you have needs to be acted upon. You need to plant those seeds. He has that field that is behind him that is empty. There's nothing growing in it at the moment, but it's prepared. That ground is already prepared to plant those seeds. And there are those seeds there in your karmic message. You have the capacities or the possibilities that are around you in order to create loads going forward. You have the star in your future self, and this is how your how your guides are trying to encourage you to go forward. And as they're encouraging you to go forward, they're encouraging you to shoot for the stars. Really, go for your highest dreams. If I was you, Taurus, on your financial side, on your material side, on your work side, it's certainly a lot more advantageous than it is within your relationship side. Within your relationship side, I think you're having to deal with people on the outside, which could be a pain in the backside for you. And I trust in yourself and follow your path, because you know those people there will no longer be within your vicinities as you go forward. In the general outcome, you have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is obviously it's the Wheel of Fortune. Things are starting to turn into your favour. This is what we could see with the 9 of Pentacles as well. You have those fruits available. It's just a question of what you're going to do with it. Within your relationship side, I think things are going to turn into your favour because you stick to who you are. You don't mess around. You know, there's no pretense with you. You're straight as a die. And if you do that, I think your guides here are going to bring you to a much calmer shores in regards to your relationships. And it's going to feel like you're really stepping up a gear, as I said. Over here, it's like going up a stairway and you're getting to the next landing space on your journey, on your progressive journey. And I think you'll find this on all levels. And then you get to that next level, that's where you're going to feel like the Wheel of Fortune is really starting to turn in your favour. With the Fool, you get the Two of Cups. I think this is a case where maybe you might have been going through a relationship that was a little bit painful, where the universe is here. It's created sort of personal boundaries now that you've kind of said, well, I don't want to go through that again. Therefore, I'm not gonna, if this happens, then I'm not gonna follow it through and stuff like that. But you are looking to unify yourself on this journey with someone else, by the looks of things. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Four of Swords. Healing, contentment, feeling yourself back at home, back at one with yourself, basically. And I think this is where you are taking control of the situation within the relationships that are around you. With the Three of Swords, you get the Five of Cups. And the thing is with the Five of Cups, and this is where it comes into play with the Six of Swords. The Five of Cups here, if you can see out the back of that card there, there's a pathway out the back there. And she just needs to sort of like stop looking into the past and look into the future. And the moment you start doing that, all of a sudden it's going to become obvious where you should be going and which direction you should be going in. And I think you need to leave the past where it is. Any painful stuff that's been sort of like causing you angst in your life, I think it's a case of just letting it go and moving on. With the Six of Swords, you get the Fool again. That whole leap of faith. And I think this is, it's your guides and everything that is around you that is helping you to do this. And leading you onto and it is a bit of a leap of faith. If you're, say like, if you've got certain relationships that are around you that you start saying, actually, I'm not gonna put up with this anymore, I'm moving on. And I think it could well be like, I think it's more sort of friends and, associates or people that are around you that's just kind of like, you just don't feel at home with them as much anymore. And you need to explore new boundaries, basically, new friendships, new relationships that are around you. There seems to be a desire to have that within you with those two Fools. With the King of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Cups. Offerings of love. The question is who's offering it? Are you offering it, or is someone else offering it to you? I think you're offering it. I think you're offering it, but you've also got this whole idea of sort of saying, I had this painful situation in these relationships in the past. I don't necessarily want that in the future. And that's what, it comes from you, because it comes from the King of Pentacles there, which is you. And what you're doing here is sort of saying, from within me, I can actually, I can produce, or I can offer this to the relationships that are around me. And it will sort the chaff from the wheat when you do that. And I think you've got to be true to yourself in regards to your relationships. There's a definite turning point which is going on in your life in regards to your relationships at the moment. With the Nine of Pentacles, you get the World. The universe is already offering the World here, and you've got it twice now. So you've got the Fool twice, and you've got the World twice. I think you need to go on this journey. I think you need to go on this journey of discovery of who you are, what sort of, adventures you can go on, and what sort of things you can discover in a way. I think that's mainly within your financial side rather than anything else. But there's a definite new cycle that's starting for you. You get the Two of Wands, planning. This cycle here will need planning. And maybe this week here, because you've got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is not the fastest of knights. It's a very slow moving knight. It's an earth knight. but it's a slow moving one. And I think here is basically taking this week here to be wise about where you're putting your pentacles in your life, where you're putting your money, where you're putting your effort, your energies into the physical world that is around you. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Moon. I think it's a case of taking time out to discover the things that you're not quite, that you haven't really seen yet, that you know that are a little bit hidden under the surface in your life. And if you start opening up to what you desire out of your job, your business, and your projects, it's going to bring things to the surface and make things a lot clearer for you. Well, you get the Queen of Pentacles. Now we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles up there. Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very secure in their knowledge of understanding of how things work. She's sat at the base of the tree of knowledge. It's like the hangman hangs from the tree of knowledge to see things differently. But here is knowing, it's almost that self-confidence that is building within you. You know you're going to make it. And it's know you're going to make it in towards your dreams and aspirations. With the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Eight of Pentacles. Good, honest, hard work, basically, with you, Taurus. It seems that way. It seems like you have created this situation, certainly on your material side. On your relationship side, there seems to be something, because you're progressing on and you're evolving, it's creating problems with people that might be around you that you may find a little bit painful within your life. But you've done the good quality work. You should know this. You should know that you have done what needs to have been done in order to get to where you are. And the more you do this, the more you're going to open up the possibilities to connecting not only with your higher self, but with other people that is around you, to open those beautiful doors of relationships, basically. Okay? So there you go, Taurus. Don't forget you've got your solstice reading coming out next week. I will see you over there for that. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.